There are 3 trees here. This one has got a weed growing by it, but there's a tree there, that's the biggest one. Here, maybe you can see it. It's kind of behind a bit of grass. Let's see, right in there. These 2 are doing much better than I expected, seeing as how the grass on this area, when grazed, is usually, by now, it's all dead. So I left it so it could grow long. The roots are longer because the plant is taller, and so far everything is green and it's looking okay. Now the 3rd tree in all of this tall is over here somewhere, and I think it's over in this area, but it's still so short I can't see it. But the grass is so thin that I'm not terribly concerned about it being choked out. We'll find it in here. Oh, here it is. I was wrong. It's right here by the fence post, and it looks like it's doing great. Some of the trees that were planted in the sheep fields haven't fared so well, which did kind of surprise me. There's Savi. Over here, we planted some trees, 3 of them, 3 of our hardiest, strongest, tallest, best looking trees, and they all died. That was kind of disappointing. There are some trees down here that got munched on before we got the fence up, and I suspect that they will probably not survive. And they are going to be really hard to find because this grass is different than up at the top of the hill. And if there are little nubby trees in here, they're completely swamped by the grass. So we'll find them later. This field, where we hope to fence and let the sheep graze in, we haven't been able to get back there. When we had the time, it was too wet. We couldn't get the tractor back there, and we haven't had time. But there are lots of trees back here, and I'm pretty sure we're not going to be able to find them. We know roughly where most of them are, but not quite all of them. So I know there are a few just on the other side of this area, and we'll start with that. The trees that we planted along the driveway are doing great. I'm very impressed, very pleased. The trees that I can find in the fields where we have fenced them off, most of them are doing great. Some of them have grown so well that the animals have reached up and eaten what's grown over the top or through the fencing. This field, as you can see, I have not mowed yet this year, and it looks crummy from up above, and you would think, oh, there's nothing of any nutritional value in this field at all because you see the tall seeded grass. But if you look down at my feet, you can see that there is quite a lot of good grass in here, and that's what the lambs are going to be eating for the next few days as they get accustomed to being separate from their mamas. You can hear that they're a little noisy this morning. And this field has always been the worst of the sheep fields, the most difficult of the sheep fields. So when they come through, I'm not sure, when they're done, I'm not sure I'm gonna mow. I may just let the trampled grass be. But we'll decide. We'll see how well the lambs graze and trample and how much they can get. We put the doe in here with them primarily because she's due to kid in the next couple of weeks, and I want her on a better pasture than I have the mamas on right now. And I thought somebody bigger in here with them would be a good idea when it comes to eagles and potential predators up along the fence line. So this is today's update. A tree update, a pasture update, and a lamb update all at once.